Hello and welcome to the sixth episode of Talking Builders. I'm your host Faz, and today we are here with CodeNeon.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Hello, CodeNeon. Could you introduce yourself for people not knowing you?
Yeah, thanks for having me. My name is CodeNeon. Josh is what I tend to go by. I do a number of Minecrafty things. I've done a few kind of high concept survival series, but I think the thing people mostly know me for is probably my Datapacks. Which Datapacks, if you don't know, it's kind of like Minecraft's vanilla modding system. It's complicated. It's taking Minecraft commands to the max, basically. So I do all sorts of things with it. Like I make upgrades to the game where I've done an ocean update, I've done deep dark update, jungle update, all sorts of things. Just kind of reimagining vanilla features using commands.
Awesome. Before we start Talking Builders, we of course need to know, what are we gonna build?
Ooh. So you like sci-fi?
I do.
Okay. Then hopefully you would like kind of the classic derelict spaceship.
Let me put an image on screen. What did you say?
Like a derelict spaceship. Like imagine like Star Wars episode 7, I believe. Wait, whichever
Never
one's the
watched
first one of the new
Star
trilogy
Wars.
where they have like the
don't-
you've never seen Star Wars.
No, I don't. I don't like Star Wars.
Okay, real quick, I gotta go. See ya.
No! Okay, this was Talking Builders. That's gonna be short.
You're gonna have to.
Okay. Is there a reason you chose this build?
I was been thinking about so many different sci-fi things. I thought, do you know what a mech is?
That's like a robot, no? Like a person instead of a robot?
Yeah. Okay, so the problem is I knew I wanted to do like some sort of sci-fi heavy machinery thing. But there's so many interpretations of like everything. So I landed on spaceship because it's kind of the most generic thing that everybody can understand. If that makes sense. I wanted to do sci-fi, so I chose generic sci-fi, so it would be easy for us to vibe and wavelength on it.
Awesome. Then let's go through this magical door and start building.
Let's do it.
Big cut. Let's start with the questions then. About your experience, because you, of course, as Leon called it, old. That's Leon's word.
Oh,
not mine.
he didn't. He didn't.
Him?
I'm gonna get him for that.
You can get him back for that. No. But your experience, you have been in the content creation field for a while, I think over 10 years, if I'm right.
Yeah. I started, I think, back in 2012, 2013, 2012.
12? And is that when you
Yeah.
started your channel, or did you first start with another channel?
That's when I start. Well, okay, that's when I started my first channel. Yeah, my old channel, which is oh man, yeah. I'm not sure it still exists. That's a lie. I know it still exists. I just don't want to share the name because it's humiliating.
Ooh, are you sure you don't want to share the name?
Oh, fine. It's everyone run 97. I'll put it in the chat. Everyone run 97. Don't ask me about the name because it's what a 9-year-old thought was a good username.
Everyone go subscribe to Everyone Run
Oh,
97.
I don't even know how to log into it anymore. I have no idea what the password is.
Okay. But is there a reason why you changed names then?
Well, I changed a few names. The biggest reason I changed that name, the reason I started a new channel is because I thought I needed to change channels in order to change my username because I was dumb like that. And I wanted to change my username because I had heard that it's harder for people to remember your channel name if it has numbers in it. So I wanted a username that didn't have numbers in it. And so I started a whole new channel and started doing exactly the same thing. And yeah, those old YouTuber decisions, man. We didn't know what we were doing back then, but I really, as a 14-year-old, just really thought I was making good decisions. Starting a new channel because I didn't like the username. That is the whole reason.
If you look at your channel now, you have over 100,000 subscribers, which is amazing. Did you ever expect to reach that?
Ooh, tough question. I never expected to hit it when I did. Because it happened so fast once things started happening. Um, so like one day I had 700 subscribers. The next month I had 20,000 subscribers. And then like over the next 2 years, I built my way up to about 65,000 subscribers, 70,000, somewhere like that. And then in the course of about 3 more months, I went from that to 100,000. So it's been in massive bursts for me over the whole time. Um,
Uh, what do you think the reasons are for that?
um, I would say it's just the way YouTube works, right? Like you can do slow and steady growth, which is very hit or miss depending on your content style, or you can really sit down, strategize out a video, which can be high risk but reward heavily. And that's kind of the lane I've tended to go, is like those high effort, highly planned videos that have a much higher chance of succeeding, though it does hurt worse if it doesn't, if that makes sense. Um, so yeah, that's why I get those bursts. It's when it pays off.
What keeps you now these days? You already made it, but what makes you motivated to not stop?
Well, part of it is like kind of the trick with growing on YouTube is you do hit a point where you're not sure if you've the goalpost kind of keeps moving, right? When I was at 500 subscribers, 100,000 meant making it. Now at 100,000 subscribers, like 200,000, 500,000, a million, like the goalpost keeps moving. You're never really satisfied. So you have to, I don't know, to me having made it just means that I'm like making enough money to do what I love, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And subscriber counts don't ever guarantee that kind of thing. So, um, I guess what motivates me is not money, but knowing that I'm like secure enough to be able to just focus on art, if that makes sense. Um, I guess at the end of the day, I'm motivated. I'm motivated for, like, the money is part of it, but at the art, I wouldn't do it at all if it wasn't for the art. So I enjoy the self-expression, right? There's no other way that I ever feel as understood as I do when I make a piece of video content that people understand and appreciate. It's like people understand something that I poured my heart into and appreciated it. It's getting seen in a way that you're never seen otherwise. So that's kind of what I live for when it comes with YouTube. And that's like what I want to be able to do forever.
You make a lot of different videos. You made a video about like making an infinite trial chamber. You made a video about using upgrading random structures. Where do your ideas for videos come from?
Well, okay, so for like the case of the trial chamber, the infinite trial chamber one, that was actually a commission somebody gave me. Like that chief guy asked me to do it, so I can't take credit for that idea. As far as other video ideas, usually it starts with research, right? So I don't want to make it. I don't, particularly with how high effort my content can be, I don't want to make content that nobody's interested in. Other than, like, if it's just me and I spend 2 months on it and I make the video and nobody watches it, that massively sucks. So I start with just looking on YouTube and seeing what people are watching, like in similar videos to me. Like if you look at my most popular video of all time, which is my ocean upgrade, the first thing you'll look at the thumbnail and it actually is super similar to an old System Z video thumbnail. Like I wouldn't say I ripped it off, but I very much took inspiration. And yeah, so I never like take and steal a video idea, but what I do is I see what people like, and then I think about what I can do to put my own twist on it. So or if it's like a new thing, like the Pale Gardens upgrade I did. That one was just a gimme because the Pale Gardens was brand new, and I paid attention to community sentiment, which is like, it's cool. I wish it was a little more scary and dangerous. Um, and so I did that. I made it scarier and I made it more dangerous and made a good video. So I start kind of with the idea and grow it from there, if that makes sense. What does this need to become a great, naturally interesting video to watch? How about you? How did you come up with the idea for this show?
For this, oh, you're the interviewer now. How did I? It's really simple actually. I'm a professional builder, but like I want to become a professional builder. I build a lot normally, like a lot of different things, and I was like, how can I start at YouTube? Because I want to start YouTube just because I like it. It's like something new. I always wanted to try it, but never dared to do it. I think that's a big thing. You need to dare to try something new. So I thought, hey, let me try YouTube. But then I was like, what can I post? I can post like me building things, but that's like not something I think I will be able to do for long, you know? It takes energy to build something big. It takes energy to then edit that and do video. It also takes energy to just put that on your drive, like all of those folders of time lapses and things.
Yeah.
And I play off laptop. I don't have that kind of space. And it's like, I cannot do that. It's like, I would also just get bored of it. So I thought, what is something I enjoy doing? And that's talking to people. So I was like, well, what if I do some kind of interview? And I was like, who can I interview? What if I search Minecraft creators? Because I know a lot of creators. I was like, what if I just message them? You never know. So I messaged a few guys. Leon SBU, one of them. And I got like 6 people to say yes. And I was like, wait, 6 people? That's 6 episodes already. That's more than enough to start, you know? And then I'll see further from that. So that's basically how I thought of this idea. And it's like, I searched online if people have done it already. There are like some people who have done Minecraft creators, but it's like not this kind where you just chill and build with them, you know? And I thought that could be pretty fun to just, I don't know, hang out, just build a bit, and just talk about your content creation, about Minecraft, depending on what you do. If you're a Minecraft creator, about like Jake Calton I interviewed, he does Redstone, and I asked about Redstone. Like with you, I'm gonna ask about Datapacks in a bit. So it's like just really fun to like see how people grow, and it's also useful for me as someone who just starts. If I ask like, do you have any tips for people just starting? Is it like basically just, hey, what is a tip for me, you know? But that I can also share with other people.
There you go.
That's basically it. That's how I came up with this idea that I think is pretty fun. Because not a lot of people do
I mean,
it.
it's definitely a good idea. Yeah.
That's
obviously, I like the idea. I'm here, so.
Let's go. The nice thing as well is what I will give a lot of credit for is the community of like a lot of people I'm in. Like I'm in Leon SBU's community, and all of them, like even Leon, watches the videos. So like, it's so awesome to see. Like I think his like a lot of people from his active community, which I'm a part of, just say, hey, wait, oh, when is your next video? Who's your new guest? It's so amazing. I actually love it.
Nice.
But we're talking about you, of course. About Datapacks, because you are a Datapack maker, of course. What is what is more fun, making it or playing it?
I prefer making it. You know, honestly, I just really like coding logic. I mean, I like, you know, it depends on the project, of course. Like, there's no rule in the sand on that. But I really enjoy the logic of coding projects, coding and scripting. So to me, that is kind of a game in and of itself, is just puzzling out how a system needs to be put together to function the way you want it to. Now, I don't like debugging. Debugging sucks, but the actual process of creating it is a blast. Whereas playing's good, but you aren't writing like a love letter of your own idea to when you play somebody else's mod pack, if that makes sense.
You of course, data packs take a lot of time, I think, to like make. It takes dedication. It takes probably weeks if you want a good data pack. How do you know or like think it is worth it when you have an idea of something to actually make that into a data pack?
Hmm.
Because if I'm right to say, you probably have way more ideas than time to make them in data packs.
Oh, that's so true. Yeah, I would say what matters, part of it is like what type of stuff am I known for, right? Like there's a lot of projects that would be worth it to me personally that I don't tend to go for because I can't trust that the video will do well. Um so it does start with, okay, at the end of the day, what's going to make a video a title and thumbnail that people are going to be curious to watch, which can really suck honestly sometimes, because sometimes you just have an idea and you want to run with it, but you have to rein that in and sometimes be led around by what the audience wants. And that's that's why at the end of the day you can love content creation, but if it's your job, it is a job, so you have to make those decisions sometimes. um but so I tend to do more vanilla style content. So if it's, usually I'll start with, has the community talked about this, right? Like an end update, for instance. I've never done an end update, but I've thought about doing an end update. I've even started an end update before, and it's just a gimme because everybody wants to see an end update. But I probably wouldn't do like I probably wouldn't do a swamp update. Not because it doesn't need it, not because it wouldn't be cool, but just there's not a lot of people looking for a swamp update. Um so yeah, that's kind of how I tend to pick and choose, is if somebody's going to be interested, then I'll do it. And if I have good ideas for it. Like if like again, the end update, that's another good one I would do, but the logistics of creating it is a lot. And I don't know if I have the ideas or the resources to make it as good as I'd want.
When you make a data pack, do you plan things or do you improvise more?
Uh okay, you say more, because I definitely do a little bit of both. Um but I do tend to plan it ahead of time, right? So part of it, like, despite my content schedule, I sure do try to post more often than I do. Um, so I try to keep my project scale like under control and not go too big. And just winging things is how you end up with a lot of scope creep, because you wing things and you do something that sounds cool and then you realize it doesn't actually add that much to the pack as a whole. So you end up like having to add more just to actually flesh out the pack. So what I try to do is go in with a plan of, okay, what is the minimum version that will feel like a lot? Like, how do I maximize my effort here? Um and so I tend to plan, like, definitely the last several data packs I basically planned everything in advance. But if I like, for instance, with my ocean data pack, or no, even better, let's, for one of my most recent data packs, I did a creeper overhaul. Spur of the moment, I wanted to make their faces glow at the night because I thought that would look really cool, and it did. It's probably one of the most like noteworthy features of the pack, but I did not plan that in advance, and it was a very good choice.
Do you have more ideas than time or more time than ideas?
Oh, easily more ideas than time. Oh my god, because it's like I have so many ideas that are a little bit too big for me to have committed to. But like, one idea I've come to so many times, and anybody listening, you better not steal this, okay? But I've got to like talk about it. Is I have wanted to turn adventure mode into a proper playable game mode for like 3 years now, And I have so many good ideas to like RPGify it, like a base building system where you like buy room modules from villagers. Villagers could give you procedurally generated quests. You get items to help you build and place blocks appropriately throughout the game so you can ultimately still fight the Ender Dragon. Oh, it'd be so cool. But it would take like 4 to 6 months to make.
Yeah,
And that's the problem.
that is a problem.
Yeah, so you can see why it hasn't happened. Actually, last year I was going to potentially collab with somebody to make it, but I kind of chickened out on them because I was like, I don't know how well it will do, and can I justify spending 2 to 6 months? Because one of the first data packs I ever made, I spent several months working on it with a big team, and it flopped really badly, and I got so burned from doing particularly big projects ever since then.
Matching the theme that we just talked about with exploding, what is the most frustrating data pack you've ever made? That could be in the process of making it, that could be after making it while playing it, could be because of bug testing, anything.
Okay, actually, you know what? I mentioned that Pale Gardens data pack. That was a horrendous experience to make. And the reason why, for anybody who's into data packing, if you've ever tried working on new features with commands right after they've been added, you'll know that Mojang has not got them implemented properly. And the way things work is so weird. So like, for instance, the creaking was technically 2 different mobs at that point. There was the creaking, the normal creaking, and then there was the angry creaking. And I had to, and my data pack had a system where once a creaking was angry, it would slowly progress to a more scary version the longer it was angry at you. So I had to continuously make this thing, I had to make this thing track stats between basically 2 different mobs that would automatically shift. Look, it's a lot of technical stuff, but it literally ended up being double the work for no gosh darn reason. And then once they actually properly updated it and fixed and implemented everything, they turned it into just one single mob. So I had to go back and rewrite the whole data pack for the public release.
Yeah. So
Oh
that
my
doesn't sound
gosh.
fun. I hate the frustration. I hate the cold boarding. What data pack are you most proud of? As like a data pack that you actually see like, I'm happy with the result of this.
You know, I think I got to go with the Infinite Trial Chambers for that one. I've done some really cool ones overall as a whole, but that one was just such a crazy experience for it being entirely vanilla. Because like it's basically a whole dimension, and it's not even like a dimension you'd normally see with mods. It's very, very custom from the ground up, world gen, custom mobs, tons and tons of structure building. Like that one took me, that was the craziest 3 months of development I've ever done. And I well, okay, 3 months of development and then 3 months of fixing the bugs that Chief ran into while playing it. But just the work, like that was easily the coolest thing I've done. I mean, I did Ithra a few years back, which was technically bigger. That was my first data pack, but I did like very, very little of the actual work for that. So whereas Infinite Trial Chambers, that was 95% just me working away all day long for 3 months. So it was. Yeah. Did you see Chief's video on that? Because it was funny because there's moments in there where you can see he ran into bugs and then he had to.
I think I saw it because I had to watch it before I made your questions, because it was like one of your most popular videos. I was like, I need to at least know what this is about, because otherwise
You did
it's like,
research?
yeah,
Oh my god, I've been researched by an interviewer.
I need to like know more than you think I know, Last questions of content. Have you ever spent hours on a data pack and then had to abandon it?
You remember how I mentioned I was started on an end update?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had like several things implemented for that. It was a good idea. I totally could have made it. It was just another one of those projects that I was like, this is getting too big. And then I think something made me there was a different project I had to work on, but oh my gosh. One of the features I had in that I still think Mojang should legitimately add is a sky whale, like a rideable mount sky whale that you can find in the end and tame and fly between islands. It can be slower than an elytra. Keep it kind of balanced. You
Isn't
know,
that kind of like the happy cast then? Like, what is the difference between
shoot.
the Skywhale then and the happy cast?
You know, I don't think I've thought about this idea since the Happy Ghast was added. And now that you say that,
Because you can get a
yeah,
happy
there's
cast.
nothing different except aesthetics.
Hey, but we're just on the whale, you know. Give us a whale. I think that's
Say that again.
isn't the whale like one of the most requested things in Minecraft to get with sharks as
Oh,
animals?
dude, yes.
Because I feel like people like I've seen so many YouTubers just ask for a whale.
Yeah, easy. It's actually that's a good point. All they have to do is add the whale, and then we just give it a levitation potion, and boom, sky whale.
Hmm. We just want flying mobs.
I just want to make the mobs fly, and then
Oh.
very
Now I'm thinking
unfortunately stop
how
flying.
cute the baby whale would look. Oh, that's so cute.
Oh, that would be so cute.
That really would. I would be like, oh my days. I just want to sit next to this thing the whole day.
Then again, but the AI has to function better than the dolphin, or I don't need it.
Okay, since we're done with content, what do we think about the builds? What should we change? What should we add still? I could work on some like bigger trees real quick.
Well, I'm kind of trying to work on like a broken off backside here. I think we just logistically we need like another wing somewhere.
It could also
Or
be
do
like,
we?
it could have been broken first, you know, and that's why it crashed.
Okay. How long do we think the spaceship's been crashed?
If we look at like overgrowth, I would say like 50 years, I think. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe
It feels like a
maybe
good
we can
50.
call it mostly built at this point and can focus on just like aging it and adding like plant life and such.
Yeah.
Building out the scene.
Yes.
Sick.
Awesome.
All right.
If
I'll,
you
like,
want the
kinda
scene to
build
be
up a
like
bit.
from the front, what is like the main viewpoint, you know?
Probably I'd say like the
Maybe.
front, like a
Probably
diagonal
this.
kind of
Yeah.
viewpoint.
Awesome. Okay, then let's go to the Minecraft questions, because you are a Minecraft content creator, of course.
Yeah.
What is your favorite Minecraft update?
Oh, it's got to be the Deep Dark, right? Like that was, you know, I've been playing since alpha, and there's been a lot of stuff like Minecraft as a whole I like love, but that was the most like perfect encapsulation of an idea turning into a new experience for you to experience all at once, if that makes sense. Um, I mean, it was just such a unique novelty. Like I think Minecraft needs so much more content like that. It doesn't have to be scary, just something that isn't some little experience. Like you hop in and you get to actually go seek something out, experience something new, and it's a totally just new and fresh flavor of Minecraft.
What is your favorite Minecraft block?
Favorite Minecraft block? Pistons. Imagine how boring the game would be without pistons.
Pistons. Yeah, RIP
Like,
Retstoners.
yeah, they're like for everything, right? You need, I mean, for doors, for like vehicles, machines, all sorts of things. Imagine how like useless and undynamic builds would be, redstone would be without pistons.
Yeah, did you know that Pistons first started as, I think, a data pack or a mod?
Yeah, they
then-
were a mod originally.
Yeah, that's crazy, no? And then they just
It's
got
really
hired.
weird.
Then they just got hired by Mojang. And they were like, oh, let's go.
Yeah, I believe the original ones were just they almost looked like a quartz block. It's
Mm,
kind of hilarious.
I don't
The
remember.
mod was
I was like 5 years old then, I think.
okay. You don't have to make me feel ancient.
I would never.
You just did.
Did I? Did I?
Yep.
Wait, I'll just take some trees I already. No, that's cheating. I was gonna make use trees that I already have, but like that's kind of cheesy. I'm gonna make one because I have a bag of folders, but like that's kind of not the point of talking about folders. I'm not gonna cheat on my own thing. What? Or dare I?
Yeah, no
Okay,
cheating.
I would never. I think
You just said okay.
I said I didn't. I said I would do it. I didn't. No, I said I didn't do it. So I'm
Right,
fine.
right.
Um, what would you add if you are in charge of the next Minecraft update?
I have my answer locked and loaded for this. I want a bird update. Dude,
Ooh.
I've been playing some Hightail. Now, Hightail is not even where I initially thought of this, but like the birds in that game, it adds so much movement and life to the world. And like, oh, dude, I want owls at night. Like, imagine hearing owl sounds at night, seeing them fly through the silhouette of the night, or just birds tweeting throughout the day. Imagine how much, like forest biomes, they feel so still, right? Imagine just some birds would go so far. Um, Also, one idea, like, so different bird feathers. Well, that could be really useful for, say, I don't know, a fletching table functionality, right?
Yeah,
So
what does the fetching table do? Villagers? But like that's the only thing. Like,
that's the
hello,
only
Mojang,
thing.
give us fetching tables. I think like
Yeah.
the community has said so many different things about fetching tables, and they still haven't done anything with it.
Well, the thing
But
is, when it was first made in the Village and Pillage update, they said it was going to have a use, and then they didn't get a chance to actually do it. Um, and then they said they would be in the next update, and then it wasn't. And so now it's just this tool bench that has no use that is in the game and has been useless for many years now. So it's like it's
yeah,
so time for something to happen with it.
you've played in SMPs before. What do you enjoy the most about SMPs?
So SMPs, what I really like about XMPs is just getting a chance to work with other content creators. I know that's like the most basic answer, but it's a surprisingly lonely job sometimes being a content creator. Like you kind of just lock yourself in a cave, and lots of people don't necessarily understand what it's like. So getting the chance to not only meet people who think the way you do, but like getting to do the thing you like doing with them. That's pretty unique. You don't get that in a lot of places. Plus, everybody's played Minecraft multiplayer. Minecraft is just better multiplayer, right? So, so it's kind of just that. It's like I get to play the game I play for a living, but I get to play it in its best form, which is multiplayer.
You've been a member of Skyblock Kingdom, right?
Yeah.
What did you enjoy the most about Skyblock Kingdom?
Um, thing I well, I mean, okay, so Skyblock Kingdoms, I actually was there when Skyblock Kingdoms was initially pitched by Viking, and the it started in a Gilded chat where so Gilded SMP was an SMP, me, Avid, Devin, Viking, Whimsy, Trog, Fool. We were all in Gilded SMP, which it's kind of a long story. We did it on Trixie Block Survival Map. We were armor trims were just added to the game, so we made it a goal to get every armor trim and made each episode like a special challenge to get an armor trim. Um, and after that, we were like, okay, what's the next thing we're gonna do? Because Gilded was awesome. And Viking was like, what if we did a Skyblock SMP? And then Trog's like, well, hey, I know plenty about Skyblock. So we kicked off Skyblock that way, and so it took a while for Viking to actually come around to it. And by the point he did, we had kind of all moved on, and so I was kind of a late bloomer to Skyblock Kingdoms. I joined late when it wasn't actually on the launch, or it wasn't actually the launch. I'm losing the ability to speak, but it was very, very fun. And I think I'm forgetting the question now. What was the question? I've rambled.
What did you like the most about Skyblock Kingdom?
I liked getting, oh, that's right. That's where I was going with this. I liked getting to work with people that I know and trust. That's kind of what I just answered, but also it is a really unique SMP. Like, there's not a lot of SMPs that push outside of normal Minecraft worlds these days. It's kind of just always some variant of vanilla, especially with terrain generation, or it's wildly modded and it's totally unrecognizable from Minecraft. So I like that it runs a fine line where it does something unique without totally changing the game, if that makes sense.
Have you ever seen this, by the way? Where are you? I lost you. Oh, there you are. Have you look on the ground? Vine block.
What? Is this like an axiom thing? What is that?
That's basically when you put on one block vines on like all sides. Like if I would put vines here, vines there, then all sides one, then you get a vine block.
That's bizarre. Wait. Can you put this one block up?
I should go to.
Oh, this is weird.
Wait.
It's like trippy.
Is it?
Just a little.
Oh, wait, that's kind of cool. What if you put it like on your head or something? Wait, what if you do it the other way around? Wait. Oh, it doesn't work that way. Okay. Because you can't place vines, of course, on the ground. Okay. You learned something new. Boom. Thank you for coming, CodeNeon. It was awesome bonding with you. Who do you recommend I interview next?
Okay. You know what? You asked me this question. I've been thinking long and hard, and you got me from Leon. So I think it's only fair we continue the UHCG train. You should try to get Quilby.
Quilby. Ooh.
Quilby, the dude is chill, and dude, if you haven't talked to Quilby, you'll want to never stop talking to him because he's like the best dude ever.
Just like you.
Oh, well, shucks. Oh, thank you.
Okay. I know the most important question of this interview, of course. Where can people find you?
Oh, you can find me on YouTube and Twitch, but mostly YouTube. At CodeNeon MC. My logo is like a little lightning bolt.
It's on screen.
A little green lightning bolt.
And in the description. What? Check the description. It's on screen right now. And check the description.
Go down there.
Click the button. Why did you?
Okay. I was trying to point towards the description. Yeah, the description. It's down here.
It's down there. Wait, don't go. No, you're in the comments. You're in the comments. You fell too low. Okay.
Oh god. It's a horror show down there. Don't go down there.
Thank you for coming, CodeNeon. That's awesome having you. If you're still here, like, subscribe, hit that bell, comment down below what you like, who I interview next. You can also comment, people, viewers, and if you have like a YouTuber you think, oh, I could get my hands on them and put them in my basement, please tell me.
Don't go to his basement. It's where he puts all the bad comments.
Oh, stop that. Okay, and I'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.